Hey Pisces, what's going on? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to the channel and welcome to your November 2020 bonus tarot card reading. So I do these like bonus reads at the end of the month and I find really interesting readings to do for you guys, like tarot card spreads. So this one is called The Life Influences. And I just finished doing Aquarius, and that was a really powerful reading. So hopefully, you know, we'll get some really good information from the Gilded Tarot, which I showed you guys before. And I was guided to bring the Fairy Tarot card deck into the read for you guys also. So this is going to be a 7-card spread, and it's going to look at all different kinds of influences on your life and how you can use them to your advantage. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, of course, as well as any Pisces cross watchers. So feel free to leave me your positive feedback in the comments, and remember to subscribe if you're new here. And let's just get cracking into this reading for you. So the first card that I'm going to pull is going to represent any emotional influences. So this is going to be a really important card for you guys. I can just feel it. I can feel my guides talking to me already. They're saying that you could have a lot of emotional influences from friends and family that are not necessarily yours. So let's have a card for that. So your emotional influences, this is really quite intriguing. I have the 8 of Wands here. So they could change quite rapidly. And because you're a water sign, I'm really not surprised to see that. You could feel definite changes in how you feel emotionally based on the people around you. You know, full moons and new moons could really make you guys feel like wild and tossed, you know what I mean? And water could be extremely soothing for you. We do have the card here that is the 8 of Wands. So this means a really highly charged, fast-moving energy. So your emotions could really just sort of pivot. Like you're feeling fine, and then all of a sudden, oh man, where did that come from? You're feeling stressed or upset, and then again, 2 seconds later, you're feeling really happy, and getting the sense that a lot of you are empaths, so you could be pulling your emotional energy from other people. I really want to recommend to you guys to find out how to shield yourself as an empath, and to heal yourself as an empath. And you guys probably feel very relaxed, like I said before, around water. If you cannot get to water, you know, try to have a shower or bath when you're feeling really, really like tossed around, you know, like a buoy in the ocean when the waves are really high. Very interesting card for you guys. So what I'm going to do is look at mental influences here. Let me pull a card. So this is an extremely good card here. You've got the King of Swords. I was going to say the King of Pisces. But anyway, this is saying, you know, you're able to define things through the data that is provided, which not a lot of people are able to do. But this could be clouded when you're feeling emotionally sort of on an ocean, you know? So you could feel a real contest between your emotions and your thoughts sometimes, and having conversations back and forth, you know, with yourself about yourself. Why are you feeling like that? And then, well, I don't have to explain anything to you. And it could be a really weird sensation where you're going back and forth within yourself to see who's going to win. Is it going to be your emotions, or is it going to be your brain? And they should be working together, you know, instead of separate and apart, which you probably feel sometimes. So the mental influences, they just want to come in and say, you know, you guys, you want to calm down a little bit, calm the emotions down. Where did that come from? But if your emotions are inexplicable, then you can't explain that to your King of Swords brain. So I am seeing quite a bit of confusion for you guys, and this could possibly be why other people can come in and very easily dictate what you guys need to do next, because they see you as being confused. And you're not confused. It's just sometimes you don't know if you should listen to your brain or your heart. and you're going back and forth, but it can be very, very apparent to other people that you're having this discussion with yourself, and then they assume things about you and think, well, you know, they just need a really strong, firm hand. But you don't. You just need to understand all these different points of view. They're all coming from you, and this is where sitting by water could really help you. It'll kind of soothe down that ratchet feeling, you know. It's like an electric shock, and you're like, ugh, everything, it could probably even stop for a minute for you. And then all come in, and then stop, and then all come in. So it could feel like a reprieve, and then too much, you know. You could be like really like on an inhale and exhale feeling different emotions and thoughts. This is a really, really high charged energy, and it's probably going to be your mission to try and get those. I'm getting the sense that some people, they're trying to diagnose you with something like ADHD or a personality disorder even, but it's not anything like that. It's not anything like that. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to pull a spiritual influence card here for you guys, and that should probably help with these first two cards that I've seen. Wow, okay, so you have the Ten of Cups here, you guys. So your spiritual influence is just leading with joy. You know, this is the happiest card in the deck, the Ten of Cups, and your spiritual influences could be somebody in your family, you know, or being around your family, and that's what makes you feel the most overjoyed. You know, your 10 cups are full, overflowing. There's probably somebody that makes you feel better than anybody else. This could be a partner. It could be, I'm getting the sense that it's going to be a female in your family. Some of you probably have a companion animal. You might even consider, if you're in a position to do this, if you don't have a companion animal and you're allowed to have one where you reside, you may wish to bring a cat into your home, because they can sense things about you and they're a very, very calming influence. They can come in and they know when you're upset. They know when your brain is like twisting out of control. They know when you're feeling shattered, and they'll come in and sort of give you that quiet meditation. They'll give you that almost like a correction, you know, and they'll absorb that energy for you, and they will also return that energy, and they don't ask for anything other than a full dish and a clean litter box, really. You know, and they are very, very calming spiritual influence for you. Also very powerful if you guys are intent on doing meditations and stuff like that. And they're also a medium, you know, if you're trying to do things like connect with your ancestors, or you're having a hard time listening to your guides and your higher self, they'll be able to provide that channel for you. So, and they'll also help to mitigate and minimize that feeling between head and heart, and feeling like you're a spinning top, like, and where do I stop right now? Like, where do I stop? And then that'll in turn help to minimize how people look at you. Like, they might think that you're indecisive or out of control, or, you know, like really not flattering things about you. So I'm going to look at physical influences for you here. So we've got the Two of Pentacles, and this is just really like keeping in line here. The Two of Pentacles is that tossing things in the air, and you know, you think you've got everything going really well, and then somebody throws another ball into the mix, right? So you've got things going back and forth, but really take notice here of the water in the background, the physical influence. And because you're Pisces, also very important. I mean, you might want to move beside water, you know, or listen to water. The physical influence of water on you can be so healing. I actually know people that have moved from landlocked provinces, where I live in Canada, and they just feel so soothed. A friend of mine actually just moved out to BC, and he posted a picture of the ocean, and he made some comment, and he said, wow, it's so different here. And it is. So if you can't do that, you might want to start listening to water sounds, you know, rain, waves, something. You know, you might want to get a little fountain in your home so you can really start. It'll reduce that agitation and that fluffed up feeling of too much energy charging through your body. Very, very interesting card. So the next card is looking for the karmic debt owed. All right, so I'm going to use a fairy tarot card for this. I hope you guys are enjoying this reading so far. So let me just flip a card over here. Wow, you've got the wheel. Okay, so the wheel is what keeps on turning, right? This is the story of your life. This is the evolution of your soul journey. It really doesn't have a lot to do with your physical journey at all. So I need to read here. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So this is really interesting because you guys could always be focusing on the next big thing, and you could suffer disappointment because of it. You could think that working harder instead of, and I don't want to say smarter, instead of working on a karmic level is going to be the thing that gets you there. And then when it doesn't happen, you could feel really upset. Okay, I'm getting things like not really understanding what divine and perfect timing are. And you guys could cause this roller coaster in your life a little bit, which is what I was seeing before with these cards with the Eight of Wands. And going back and forth with the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands energy. And having absolute faith one day and then the next day going, well, that didn't work, you know. And this is losing faith. This is a lack of faith. And that is a karmic debt. And where did that come from? So I'm going to pull another card here, a karmic lesson to learn. So you have the Page of Swords, which is, again, really interesting. So sometimes the best action to take is no action. Okay, so look at the way that the Page of Swords is standing. He's very patient. He does not brandish his sword up. He's surrounded in a halo. He's stepping into the faith of understanding divine and perfect timing. You cannot push the wheel. You cannot push it faster than it needs to go because you're not in charge of the wheel. The universe is. And everything is going to take its own time. Everything. So this is probably also what is causing that push and pull within you, that energetic stress, the feeling successful on one day and feeling really like not being able to accomplish anything the next day, being frazzled but then smooth, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Go faster, wheel, go faster. Some of you could also be very attracted to things that other people might not enjoy, like bungee jumping or really fast motorcycles and cars. You know, that feeling of just that high intensity because it makes you feel like you're a little bit more in control. But when it stops, you're like, oh. You know, so with the Page of Swords, you have to learn how to enjoy the pause, and the pause is there for a reason. It's so that the universe can catch up to you. Wow. You guys, this is really intense. So I'm going to pull a past life impact here for you. And I'm going to use the Fairy Tarot. So you have the Dreamer. And the Dreamer is like the Fool card in other tarot card decks. So the Dreamer is wanting to start a new journey. And this could also be something for you guys. Embrace your true purpose. begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. So your past life impact is really just wanting to start over and over and over again. Things aren't working out here. I don't like how things are going. I'm going to start a new journey. But trusting yourself and trusting the pause. You might want to start studying the other laws of attraction, you know? Sorry, laws of the universe. There's more going on than the law of attraction. And if you're wildly vacillating between energies and wanting to go faster and then waiting for the universe to catch up to you, but it's not going fast enough, so you charge ahead again, or you just get really annoyed. Well, I've been trying to manifest this for such a long time, but it's not happening. I'm going to start another project. But meanwhile, it's almost there. Your past life impact is like, okay, well, let's start a new journey. Let's start afresh. Let's move there. Let's get new friends. Let's get a new job. But meanwhile, carving out all these new paths, it's closing doors behind you. The universe has to build bridges to catch up to you, and you could be going too fast. And you might not know your own heart well enough because of this wanting to start over again with the dreamer, and things are always just a little bit out of your reach, a little bit out of your reach. You can see this path. Oh, I'm going to strike out, and there it is. But you're never quite there. It feels like you're never quite there. And you might think that it's other people's fault. That it's nobody's fault. It's just having that faith to breathe in the pause and allowing the universe to create the external world that you want to see, but you're swimming too fast, Pisces. You know, you got to learn to float. Wow. Okay, guys. The spirit guides, they just stopped talking. So I'm going to wrap up the video. So just sending you guys love and light. Many blessings. Take care. Bye.